Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today in this session we are going to understand how we can set up the code repository for our ADF, okay, for our Azure Data Factory instance. So and why it is very important to set up a code repository and what is exactly the code repository. So all those things I will cover in this session. So in you can see here I have already opened the ADF instance which I have created earlier in my previous sessions. So I have opened this user interface studio, and here when I open the ADF studio, right, you can see that here in my ADF instance I have only one pipeline created, you can see as of now, and three data sets. There is no data flow and no power query as of now. So it is a simple ADF instance where I have only one pipeline and three data sets, right? And if you see, this is, we have a two author modes. So when we click on this, if you see, these are the four tabs, right? In ADF we have home, author, monitor and manage. So author, in the author tab, whatever the development we will do in the ADF, that will come everything inside the author. And in the author we have a two modes. If you see, let me hide it. If you see, we have two modes, data factory mode and set up a code repository mode. So as of now, in previous sessions, if you have noticed that I have created a pipeline, and at the same time I have to publish it, and it will publish into the data factory mode. Okay, this is the live data factory. And if you want to and we have not configured the code repository till so far. Now what is the difference and why it is required? So there are a lot of reasons for what, for that we have to, because of that we have to set up our ADF pipelines or ADF, entirely ADF, to the code repository. So let me tell you one difference. If my ADF, okay, pipeline is authored with the data factory mode, and if I create any pipeline, let's suppose I create any pipeline here. Okay, the moment I started creating a pipeline, okay, here you can see I got this publish all. There is no save button. That means there is no save functionality is been given if you selected the data factory live author mode. Okay, so in that means that whenever you create the pipeline, you have to the same time publish it, then only you will be able to debug your pipeline. And the thing, and that means, suppose let me select this wait. Okay, so until and unless I will not publish it, I cannot, save it, and the next day I will come and I can check my pipeline one which is created. I will not get that because it will be discarded. So to save this, I have to publish it. So the definition of this pipeline one having wait one activity is pushed to the data factory live mode. Then only in the next day if I came and I can see my pipeline. Otherwise, I cannot see the pipeline. There is no partial save functionality given in the data factory mode. But so the problem is whenever we have a very small pipeline and we are very confident about the code that there is no error or something like that, we have to work only in 5 minutes, 10 minutes in that pipeline. Then we can use the data factory live mode. But in case in practical scenario we have a very big pipelines, we have lots of activities in that, and might be we have to work again and again on the same pipeline. So we have to come in next day and to see whatever we have done is saved or not. So in that scenario, it is required to have your data factory will be set up with your code repository. When you set up with a code repository, we will get the save option, and we will create our pipeline. And let's say the pipeline consists of the 15 activities, and let's say in one day we have completed 5 activity. If our data factory is connected to the Git repository, then 5 activities we can save it, and next day we will come and continue on the same pipeline. So that is the one difference on the that is the one basic difference between the data factory live author mode and the setting up the code repository. Second difference is, let's suppose we have a project where we have a multiple resources working on a applications, okay, the multiple pipelines. So what we can do, instead, when we set up with a Git repository, I'll tell you what is the flow of the Git repository. When you set up your ADF with the Git repository, what will happen? We have a master branch, we have a repository account. I'll tell you the flow, how the code will move from the lower branch to the higher branch, like that. So we will have a repository account. So we will attach our ADF to our repository account. Inside that we have a collaboration branch, and that is also called, some people also call the master branch, and that is, we can say, collaboration as well. That is same thing. In some projects, some people say it's the collaboration branch, some says the master branch. So this is the main branch, okay. And after that, suppose we have in the project, we have developer one, okay. Let's suppose developer one we have, and we have a developer two. Okay, so we in the project, so what we'll do, this developer one will take the latest code from the collaboration branch, okay, and it will create his own feature branch, okay, in which he has the ownership, I mean to say, in which he can do the development task without affecting the master branch. So he can do the R&D, he can do the development, and once he's confident that it is fine, let's move my code to the collaboration branch, then he can merge his code to the collaboration branch. And how that can be done? That can be done by the merge process, okay. Let's suppose it has created a feature branch underscore dev1 by his name, okay. And second developer, he has also created a feature branch, uh, and this feature branch dev2. So what will, let me give the some like this, okay. So let's suppose we have an ADF, okay, ADF live. We have ADF which is connected to the repository account. In repository account, the flow is like that. We have a master branch, which is the final branch where we have the final code of all the developers which they have worked. Developer one has created a feature branch, and developer two has created another feature branch. So once developer one and two think that their code is final and we wanted to merge to the collaboration branch, they will raise a pull request, okay. They will raise the pull request in the DevOps, and whoever is the approval, he or she can, review the code, whatever the developer one has done is correct or not, approved it, and then he or she will complete the merge process, and then the entire code will go to the collaboration branch, and from there it will publish and it will go to the ADF live mode. So this is the way by which the ADF development will go to the from the development to the main branch. So this is all thing will be possible only when we have our ADF instance connected to repository account, and that's why it is recommended to always set up your ADF instance to the code repository, okay. So here if you see, let me first discard this. I don't want this, okay. Let's suppose, so I will keep the same. I will keep the one pipeline and three data sets here, and this pipeline is also working, okay. That is fine. Now let's go ahead and set up a code repository for our ADF instance. So when I click on this, okay, so what will happen, it will ask me to configure a repository, and it is asking me the what type of the repository you wanted to choose, okay. We have two types of repository available in the market. One is from the Azure, Microsoft Azure, Azure DevOps Kit, and another is GitHub. So these are the two options. Whatever the your project recommend, that Git repository you can choose. I will choose the GitHub, and here it is asking for the repository owner. So who is the repository owner? So that means we have to first create an account to the GitHub. So go to the Google, okay, and open your GitHub account. Create. If you don't have, then you can create. If you have already, then you must know the owner name, the account name that you have to provide. So this is the link, github.com, okay. You have to click here, and you have to provide the username and password. So let me provide my username and password, sorry, email address first. Come here, I don't want any occasional product updates, so let is fine. Pick up the spiral, that is fine. This is just to verify. Now I click on the create account. So what will happen, it will create my account first. We send a launch code to, okay, just a second. I need to open my Outlook account because they have provided given some code, okay. So I need to just open my Outlook account. Okay, here I have opened. Yes, you can see my Outlook account has been open here, and I got some security questions. So that's why that I have done. And you can see this is the code which we have got. Your GitHub launch code. This is the code. So let me copy this. Okay, and same we can put it here. Okay, copy paste will not work. Let me see what is the code. 9694 9694 6481 6481. See, so it is asking very first time when you are working with a GitHub, it is asking me how many team members we are working with you. So or you are a student or a teacher. So this is just for a demo purpose. So that's why I can choose this select, or let me click on the just me. Otherwise, when you create as a project in the project, whenever you create, okay, the GitHub, then in that case what will happen, you have to specify the team, how many number team members are you are having. So all that things you have to mention here when you are trying to create your GitHub repository. Okay, so okay, this is a new recommendation plan, so I don't want to take any recommendation. So this is fine. I just wanted to initializing your dashboard. So this is very first time, so it will take a little bit some seconds. Okay, it got loaded here. If you see, these are all the things. This is the user interface which will got. So don't get panic. All this stuff. So this is all the updates from the GitHub community. So all you have to do is you have to go here. Okay, and this is your profile. Okay, here, and you have see here in your account you have a repositories. Okay, so all what we wanted to know is our repository. So click on this your repository, and this is open. Okay, we don't have any repository, public repository yet, because yes, that is fine, because we have just created a account, so we don't have any public repository as of now. What we need is we need a repository, and we want a repository owner. So owner, you got it right. Owner is nothing but your this name. Okay, so you have to go here and click on continue. See here, it is asking ADF by Azure Factory wants to access your account. Yes, okay, authorize it. See, as soon as fail to list the account, make sure the account is correct and you have a permission to perform the action. Okay, so do one thing, try one more time. One second, let me see. Okay, we are getting fail to list the GitHub repository. See, because we have just created an account, but we have not created any repository. This is the blank account, so that's why it is trying to connect to my repository. So directly, what we need to do, we need to create at least one repository where we wanted to push our code. So there is an icon here, new. Click on the new button, and here you have to give the repository name. So let me see. Let me give a name as O demo repo. Okay, this is my repository name. So this is fine. I wanted to make it public so that my code will be published. That is fine, and only we have to create a you have to click on the create repository. So what will happen, a new repository, if you see, this is my account, Mamta 1104, and inside that I have one repository which is named Azure demo repository. I can create multiple repositories as well inside my account, GitHub account. Okay, so here it is created, and if you see here, this is the code issues and pull request. Okay, and you can go scroll down and I'll show you that we have what we can do for demo purpose. If you wanted to see how the code will be moved to the master branch. Okay, so create a new file, get started by creating a new file. What we need to give is like test dot CSV. We can create like this, and we can give like employee, we can create one CSV file and give 102 comma, let's say my name, then 103 comma, like this. Suppose you create one file, okay, and that is the only thing, and we wanted to save it, okay. For there, this is we have, if you wanted to give some any additional description what this CSV is all about, why we have created all those stuff, you can give this. That is not required for demo purpose, so we can create a commit new file. So what will happen if you see the changes what has been done here, because earlier there is no file has been created, so master branch has not been created. Okay, earlier we create the this account, okay, only account. So repository we have created, inside the repository to create a main branch we have to create one demo CSV file or txt file, any type of file, so that one branch. So in my repository as of now one branch is there. So if you go here, my repository account, what I'm trying to make you understand is this one, okay. This is my repository account. Master branch is nothing but this master branch which is created. Main is my master branch, okay. So here we don't have feature branch as of now, so this is fine. Now what we need to do here, try to click on continue again and see that error will gone. So error is coming because we don't have any, because it's ADF trying to find any repository and it is not able to find any repository in your GitHub account. So here if you see Azure demo repo, which is we have just created, okay, Azure demo repo is now reflecting here. So we have to choose this, and now it is asking me in which you wanted to push your integrate your ADF, okay, ADF instance. When I say integrate ADF instance, that means everything which is inside the ADF, okay, all pipeline which you have created, all the data sets, all the linked service, everything whatever in your ADF instance, that will integrate with your repository, okay, to your branch. So if you see collaboration, I have only one branch, that is the main, and that is the main master collaboration branch. So click on this, and ADF, this is by default ADF publish branch, that is fine. And this is root folder, import existing. So it is, see what is this is all by default tick, that means import existing resources to repository. As soon as I click on apply, what will happen in my master branch, okay, using the publish branch, all the code, all the pipelines and dataset will be moved to my main branch. Okay, let's click on apply, and it is going to take some time because this is freshly created, and it is going to push all your pipelines, dataset, everything in your main branch, and then it will change your author mode, ADF live author mode to the main branch, because it is copied to the main branch, so it will change to your main branch. If you see here, now your working branch is, see it is saying now your working branch is main branch. That means you are now going to, I'll click on save, that is fine. That means if you see what changes you can see here, it is now integrated with your main branch, okay. Now we have just concentrate on this main branch and the switch to live mode, okay, these two things. When we integrate to the Git repository, we have a inside the repository we have a main branch, and we have published all our code, existing code, to the main branch. So it is now integrated to the main branch. If you, and you can see here we got one button here, saved, okay. That is not there in the case of when we have a live switch to live mode. Switch to live mode is nothing but your data factory mode, okay. If I click on this, you can see it is changed to the data factory, and here I can see there is no saved mode, okay. There is, I mean there is no partial save. If we work, we have to publish it. But if we go to your GitHub, okay, click on GitHub, and because it is already integrated, so it will automatically take your main branch. And here if you click create any pipeline, see, if you create any pipeline, let's suppose pipeline one, let it be, let's see, just drag and drop weight, and you do not want to publish it as of now, okay, suppose. So we have a save button, so I can save it. So it will save it, okay, it will save in the Git repository, although it is not published to the it is not published to the ADF live mode, but it is saved to the repository. So what will happen, today I am working in my pipeline and next day I will come, so I will open my ADF instance and I will see this pipeline there. Okay, now to confirm whether the code is actually gone into the ADF to the repository, we have to go to our account. Okay, repository account, here we can see refresh it, or we can just click on it, repository. And did you see there are a lot of things came here, and this is 2 minutes ago, and just now we added one pipeline. Okay, pipeline one, that's why it is saying 33 seconds ago. So 33, so this is a kind of a working branch. Whatever you do here, if it is integrated to your main branch, okay, integrated to your branch, whatever branch, then it will come, and you saved it, the moment you saved it, it will come to your repository. Okay, so this is the main advantage of using the repository. Here if you wanted to see pipeline, okay, you can see the JSON also. If you click on the pipeline, whatever the pipeline you have two pipelines in the pipeline activities. This is one where we are copying JSON. Okay, so here whatever we are doing in the pipeline in the ADF, everything is JSON behind the scene. Okay, whatever we are doing in the user interface at the backend, JSON will be created. So if you go back, and if you wanted to see this new pipeline which we have created, which is having only the wait activity, you can see the pipeline name is this. Properties, inside the properties only one activity we have. This is the portion where we can check the entire activity, and activity name is wait one, the type is wait, it depends on nothing as of now, user property is nothing as of now, for the type property it is waiting only for 1 second. So it is by default, it is just I'm just trying to show you how we can read the JSON file. So not only the pipeline, if you see, go back to your repository, and here if you can see, not only the pipeline, if any link service is created, it will also fetch. If any data set is created, if you can see here, we have a three data sets. Go to data factory, you can see ds JSON destination, source, and so this way you can see all these three destination file is been created. If you wanted to see the JSON file, you can see the JSON file as well, which is in this data set, what is the link service is being used. Okay, and what is the type for this destination, and what is the schema for this, everything, I mean, for that you can find it here. Okay, and this is also very much important. This is the saving, partial saving is one of the thing. Second is, if you have a multiple resources, okay, who is working on it in the data factory. Okay, if you see here, author mode, you can create a new feature branch, what I am telling you. Okay, here, like I have a dev 1 and I have a dev 2, two developers is there. So you, what you can do, you can create a feature branch. So when we create a new branch, it will create a feature branch. Let's suppose I am a developer, I have wanted to create a new branch. So what I create here, and branch name, suppose feature branch dev 1. I'm just giving a demo. Okay, and it is based on the main branch. So when I say based on main branch, that means whatever in the base branch, it will fetch to the my feature branch, and then I will work on this. And when I was done with the work, I will create a pull request to push my changes or push my additional things to the main branch. Okay, so right now when I'm creating a feature branch, it will take whatever is available in the main branch. So let me create a branch. Okay, feature branch dev. So this one here, if you can see, the name is exactly feature branch dev 1. Okay, okay, here if you see, now my ADF, okay, you see here, now I have a collaboration branch, main branch, I have one feature branch where developer 1 is working. Okay, I have a main ADF live mode. Okay, this is the main where from the collaboration branch will publish to this. Okay, now if you see, there is no difference between the main branch and the feature branch, because feature branch is based on the main branch. So when we created, everything came here. One, two pipelines came, three data sets came. Now what I'm going to do in my feature branch, as a developer 1, suppose I'm a developer 1, I create one pipeline. I'll give this name as a pipeline developer 1, let's say, to distinguish it. And here I will use, let's suppose, only a wait activity. I don't want to do any code in the pipeline. I just wanted to make you understand the flow, how the pipeline will move from one branch, feature branch to master branch. Okay, so here I will give wait 1 for developer 1, let's say. So this is my pipeline for the developer 1. Okay, this is, I have done it. I'll save it. See, it is saving in the Git repository. See, successfully saved in PLDev. Go to the repository, just refresh it, refresh your repository. Now, if you see here, okay, earlier we can see only the one branch, that is the main branch. Now because we have created another branch, we can see here feature branch dev 1, and it is saying that feature branch has recent pushed less than a minute ago. If you wanted to compare and pull request, you can create it from here also. Okay, so this way you can push your code whatever you have in the feature branch 1 to the main branch. That means if you see in the main branch, I cannot see my pipe. Let me, I'll show you. Click on the feature branch dev 1. I wanted to see here. If you see pipeline, okay, I can see three pipelines here, pl underscore dev 01 in JSON in the feature. Okay, if I go back to my main branch, I can see only the two pipelines here. Now I wanted, now I'm confident, I am saying that my work is done. I wanted to push my pipeline which I have worked on. Okay, I wanted to push it to the main branch. I wanted to push it into my collaboration branch. Okay, for that what we can do, either I can create a pull request from the ADF. This is the one option. Or if I'm working in the GitHub, there is also an option where you can push your code, okay, from feature branch to the main branch using this option, compare and pull request. So there's two options. From both platform you have one option to create a pull request to merge your code from the feature branch to main branch. So as I'm ADF developer, let's say I'm more comfortable in ADF, let's say we can do from here also, but generally we will create a pull request from here. So what we'll do, I'll create a pull request and it will take me to here. Okay, it will take me to the GitHub and I need to create a pull request here. So here you can see it is comparing, and it tell me in advance that you are going to add only one pipeline, everything else is fine. Okay, these branches can be automatically merged. You are adding this new pipeline, and if you wanted to add any comment like committing new pipeline, okay, pl dev 01 to main branch. Okay, so let's say this is my with this comments I am creating a pull request. Okay, so I have created a pull request. If you see here, pull request is created, and this is the this is the comment which I have added. And what is happening, because I am the owner in real scenario, what is happening, it will go to your manager or whoever will approve it. That is the uh, that is the way he or she will approve it, and after that we need to merge it. So because this is my account and I'm having the full access, I will merge the pull request. So before the merging, it will check automatically. This platform automatically check if there is a conflict between your base branch and the feature branch. Conflict means if you have only one thing that is available in both the branches with a different definition. So there is a conflict. So if we have a conflict, we cannot merge it. We have to resolve it first and then we can merge it. Here we have a simple pipeline we have added and we have not touched the existing pipeline. So there is no conflict. So we are good to merge the pull request. So click on merge the pull request and confirm merge. So merging is happening. See, pull request successfully merged and closed. You are all set. Okay, if you wanted to delete your feature branch, you can do it, or if you wanted to keep it, that's fine. That is what the option is giving. So we are fine with it. Now what we need to do, we need to go back to your Azure demo repository again and check your main branch whether the main branch is having your new pipeline added or not. So I am coming, I came in my main branch here and go to the pipeline, and here you can see this pipeline is now added 5 minutes ago. As I have merged it, it is just added my main branch. Go to data factory, and here also you can see, go to the main branch and see the changes has been taken place in the main branch or not. See here in the main branch, in the collaboration branch, from the feature branch, using the pull request, your code has been merged to the main branch. Okay, now see, so I have told you how from feature branch the code will go to the collaboration branch. Now the main thing is, from the collaboration branch we have to publish our code to the ADF live mode. Okay, ADF live author mode, whatever. So here you can see we have published. So once we are okay and we are fine, okay, everything is fine. We got our latest code from the developer 1, developer 2. They have raised a pull request, and their code is also merged into my final branch. Now my final branch is all set. Now I'm okay to publish my entire code to my this to the ADF live mode. So in that case, what you need to do, you need to click on publish. Okay, so it will see gathering all your new changes from collaboration branch. If you see, it is publishing, and it is going to publish it to your ADF. So what new things we have done? We have created PL dev 01. We have created pipeline 1. All other things is already there in that live, in ADF live mode. So that's why it is not showing. Whatever new things is there, it will show here, and you can click on OK, and it will go to your and this will be done using the ADF publish branch. Okay, so it is publishing, deploying changes to the factory. When it is saying deploying changes to the factory, it means it is deploying to your switch to live mode. Okay, that means it you to your ADF author mode. So we'll switch to live mode, and it is generating ARM template. Yeah, this is also very important thing. I will, in the next session I will tell you what is ARM template. Okay, and what is the use and what we can do with the help of ARM templates. So when we publish it, actually then only this ARM template will be generated for your ADF instance. Until and unless it will not publish it, ARM template will not generate. Okay, now you go to your live mode, click on the live mode, data factory. Now whatever you have worked, okay, see, we have added the PL dev 01. It now reflect here. So whatever you have done using your Git repository, you have created feature branch, you have raised a pull request to move your code to from feature branch to the main branch, and from the main branch you have published it to the data factory. Okay, that all this now in here in the data factory, ARM template is also created. So this way we can set up our Git repository, and we have worked multiple resources can work together and collaborate their code with very ease with the help of code repository. Second thing is that we can have a partial save in thing that we can use in Git repository, that is not available in the data factory live mode. Third thing is that it is very performance wise, if we talk about, it is very effective if we use the Git configuration setup with your data factory. If you use data factory, suppose you are using the live mode, you have to create a pipeline. Every time you make a small change, you have to publish it, then the performance will be very slow. Okay, so what will happen, if you set up with a GitHub, you can do everything, and you can save it, and you can everything will be in your Git repository. When you are confident in at the same in one shot, you can publish it, and it will not affect your performance very. So that there, these are the some basic advantages of using the Git repository enabled for your data factory, and it is always advantageous, and it is always recommended to first enable your Git. Okay, integrate your data factory instance before started working. Okay, so I hope I will I'll clear some of your doubt, and I, in case of any issues and any comments, any doubts, please comment me in the comment box. Okay, till the time, happy learning. Thank you, and have a nice day, guys.